Hello my lovely jelly babes, I hope you've had a lovely weekend. Today I'm going to be showing you this 3D sweater collab that I did with my lovely friend Stephanie.rose.nails. So there's going to be no video tutorial for her design, but if you could go over and give her Instagram post some love, I would really appreciate that. So these are the polishes that I used today. So obviously this is for the lilac-y base, and these are the two. I actually put on 2 coats of this vivid purple first, and then I went over with this Purplexed. It just added a sort of darker version of the Purplexed, and I really liked how it looked. So then I'm going to be going ahead and putting a matte top coat onto all of the nails. I'm using a Kiki London matte top coat. So that's just been cured now, so that's what they both look like cured before I do any of the design. And then what I'm going to do is a real basic and simple 3D sort of design. I did start out with this trying to make it look like V's, but I think by the end of it, by the time I got to cure it, the gel had kind of spread and it looked a little bit more like hearts, but I like the look anyway. So you do want to apply a nice thick layer as well, because obviously you want it to be 3D. I actually only applied 1 coat of this, so I think to make it more 3D, you could apply the 2 coats of it, but I think when you apply the glitter over the top of it, it kind of adds that 3D look anyway, especially when it's over a matte base. So it's totally up to you really what you do. I think if you were just keeping it plain, if you weren't adding any glitter, then you would need to go over this again a second time, or possibly a third time. Depends how 3D you want it to look, I suppose. So once you're happy with how it looks, you want to get your glitters. So this is the one that I'm using for this nail. So I'm using, obviously these are Natasha Lee's glitters, which were very kindly sent to me, her whole collection, which I'm absolutely loving. They are creating some gorgeous designs. So yeah, if you've not seen these, don't know anything about it, I can leave a link to the video where I basically show you the whole collection that she sent me, so very generously. And yeah, as I've used like a few of her glitters now, and like every time I use them, I'm just major league impressed. They just look stunning, and I'm loving this sprinkled technique as well. If you hadn't noticed, I'm adding it quite a lot in my designs right now, but I really love the look of it. And especially when you apply it over gel, the fact that you can just pop it into the lamp and it cures the gel, and then you can brush off that excess is really good. So I'm just using the same glitter and completely filling the nail. So I'm not going to be top coating these or anything else on top of it. So this wouldn't be particularly if you wanted it for a long time, because I would imagine once you start washing your hands, having a shower, the sparkle will dull kind of thing. But it'll be lovely for a night, or maybe possibly 2 nights out. But I do think the look is well worth it, because it is so gorgeous. So moving on to the next nail, I'm just going to show you, this is, obviously I did the same look, and I'm going to be using another Natasha Lee glitter. This one is Iris, and it's a holographic glitter, and it's purple. It's everything that I want. So I'm actually, yeah, I did decide to put this over a lighter base. I didn't know if I put it over the darker base whether it would show up as much. That's why I did that. But you can see that it applied absolutely perfectly fine over the dark base, which you can see, you can't see any of the lilac base. All you can see is that gorgeous holographic gorgeousness. And that is it. This is the end look, and I just absolutely love it, jelly babes, and I really hope that you love it too. So obviously this is indoors and it's kind of underneath my lights, but I actually really love the look. I went outside and I love the look of the darker purple, because normally with holographic, if you haven't got sunlight or direct light, it looks just a bit meh. But with the sprinkled technique, it was gorgeous. It had a really textured look. And yeah, just the colours that it brings out in these glitters are just absolutely stunning. So yeah, so I really hope that you like it. I almost didn't do this. I was almost just going to do a picture for Instagram, because I'm kind of a bit all over the place at the moment. But I'm just so glad that I decided to do the tutorial, and hopefully you guys are too. So that is it for today. So thank you for watching. A huge thank you to Stephanie for coming up with this idea and creating this collab together. I really enjoyed it, and I absolutely love your design as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So obviously she's added some plaid designs to it as well, and some foil. So make sure you go over to Instagram and give this post some love, and take care, jelly babes. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.